Fans who want the benefits of season tickets but can't make it to all the home games? Then the Quakes mini plans are perfect for you. Mini plans start as low as $60 per seat. Plus, these plans feature the most exciting games of the 2004 season. To order your Quakes mini plan today, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's a home.
In the California League tonight, as the Quakes take on Lancaster, elsewhere it'll be Bakersfield at Modesto, San Jose at Stockton, Inland Empire visits High Desert, and Visalia takes on Lake Elsinore. All those games under the lights tonight, and those games get underway in just a few moments. Here tonight, the Quakes look to snap a mini two-game slide that they're on against the JetHawks. The Quakes with a record of 15-12. They are two back of Lancaster in the Cal League South. That'll do it here for the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, the first pitch, and all of the action for you from the hangar tonight. Game 2 of the four-game series between the Quakes and the JetHawks coming up next right here on AWRM 1370.
You've been listening to the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes pregame show. This is the radio home for the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. Quakes baseball is next on KWRM 1370.
Office weekends, hermops, feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, time to plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Not the other book. Artists, posers, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Justin landscapes, sit-down mowers, dentists, lofty, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, farm there, wide well, take a look and you'll see. Not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wine Grove Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wine, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in the relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376. It's time for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. Brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Pepsi, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Carl Budde, Galliano Winery, California Department of Conservation, Red Roof Inn, Fast Frame, Southern California Housing, and by Yellow Book USA. KWRM 1370 is a radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels.
Hello, everybody. Jason Anaforian with you tonight from the hangar in Lancaster. Game 2 of the series between the Quakes and the JetHawks. Let's get right into the starting lineups tonight. For the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, as announced by manager Bobby Meacham. Erick Aybar will lead off. He'll be the shortstop. Reggie Willits bats second. He is the center fielder. Hitting third, the third baseman tonight, making his first start at third base, Michael Napoli. Jared Abruzzo is the cleanup hitter at first base. David Gates will bat fifth. He's the designated hitter. Ryan Budde, the catcher, bats sixth. Adam Paskovich at second base hits seventh. B.J. Weed hits eighth and is in right field. Jason Sugden, the left fielder, bats ninth. Aybar, Willits, Napoli, Abruzzo, Gates, Budde, Paskovich, Weed, and Sugden. Erick Aybar will lead it off. Greg Porter is trotting down now to coach first base tonight for the Quakes. On the mound, Cliff McMacken, and we will get you a JetHawks lineup in the bottom half of the first inning. But now we're all set for baseball here from the hangar. Glad you can join us wherever you might be on this Saturday evening. Cliff McMacken, the left-hander, on the mound, winds and throws. First pitch to Aybar, popped up. On the infield, foul play, Clay Tosca, the catcher with his mask off, pitch the catcher the warning track, and that's the way we get started. One pitch, one out. First pitch coming your way tonight at 7:17. Aybar prior to the at-bat, hitting .346, 10 home runs, 41 RBIs, and now Reggie Willits will come up against McMacken. So we are just underway. Aybar pops up in foul territory to the catcher Tosca, and Reggie Willits will be the batter. Willits, switch hitter, batting right-handed, takes up high, and the first pitch to Willits is a ball, 1-0. Willits hitting .265, 3 home runs, 34 RBIs. Breeze going out to straightaway left field tonight. The 1-0 pitch from McMacken is in there for a strike. The count is even at 1-1. McMacken, 1 win, no losses, an ERA at 3.77. Coming into the ballgame tonight, he's pitched this year out of the bullpen and deals off the plate. The count is 2-1. McMacken's last appearance for the JetHawks came on it came on a game 2 of the doubleheader against Inland Empire last Sunday. Next pitch swung on, popped up, walked to our right, it'll land in the seats. The count is 2-2. In that ball game, it was game 2 of the doubleheader. McMacken threw an inning of a shutout ball, walked 2. He gets to start tonight. Pete Zamora, originally supposed to start the ball game, we told you in the pregame show. He's been pushed back a day to let his hand rest. He was hit by a line drive in his last start. Next pitch comes on the inside corner to Willits. Strike 3 called. He does not agree with the call by plate umpire Will Robinson. 2 men out. Michael Napoli's coming up. Will Robinson behind the plate calling balls and strikes. David Rackley on the base path. Michael Napoli at third base tonight. Greg Porter not in good shape right now with his right wrist. Porter wearing a brace around it as he's coaching first base. Here's Napoli, steps into the box and into the shadows. The pitcher McMacken on the mound and works out of the sunlight. The pitch, swing and a miss. To Napoli, the count is 0-1. Napoli hitting .309, 21 home runs, 93 RBIs on the season. Just underway here from the hangar. Here's the 0-1 on the way to Napoli. Swinging a fly ball lifted to center field, hit pretty well. Ball going back in center, at the track, at the wall, look it up, gone! Michael Napoli crushed that ball to straightaway center field. A solo home run, his 22nd home run of the season, 94th RBI, and the Quakes grab a 1-0 lead.
Number 29, the first baseman, Erick Aybar.
So that changes the inning completely for the Quakes. They had a couple of quick outs, but that settles some things down, gets the Quakes on the board. Napoli hit that ball all the way to straightaway center field to the hitter's eye. Ball just trailed, but that was a very high arcing home run. He crushed it. Pitch down to Jared Abruzzo is taken outside. The count is 1-0. Abruzzo hitting .265, 8 home runs, 36 batted in. Next pitch to the plate, misses off the plate. 2-0. Abruzzo batting from the right side of the plate. 1-0 Quakes, top of the first. McMacken on the mound, winds and throws the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss and a changeup, 2-1. Ball is in center field tonight. Jared Ball in center field tonight for the JetHawks. Playing straight away to Abruzzo. In left field and straight away is Doc Brooks. Next pitch, another breaking ball swung on and missed. And the count is 2-2. In right field is Zarang playing straight away. Over at third base, guarding the line is Garibrandt. He plays guarding the line at third. Recall back at short. A 2-2 on the way. Abruzzo takes a curveball low and in. Full count. Morgan is at second base, wiping some dirt out of the way. And Sean Willits back of the bag and off the line at first. Dan Tosca behind the plate. Here's the 3-2 pitch and a check swing chopper foul back to the screen. And the count remains now at 3-2. Quite a different lineup for the JetHawks. Let's see, they have a different center fielder and right fielder tonight. Here's the next pitch. Abruzzo swings, pulls that one down the left field line. Next cover, got the base hit, and it goes for the wall. Abruzzo turns the bag at first. It's picked up on the warning track by Brooks. Brooks skips the ball back to the infield. Abruzzo has a double. A double down the left field line. That'll bring up David Gates. David Gates tonight wearing number 5.
Second pitch, number 5, designated hitter, David Gates.
David Gates, I think he took the PA announcer here, wearing number 5. Gates must have left his jersey back at Rancho. His number 5 is the number that Dowdy's going to wear tomorrow. First pitch to Gates on the outside corner for a strike. The count is 0-1. Unless he has changed jersey numbers. I'm not aware of that, though. So David Gates normally wears number 10. He's in the lineup tonight wearing number 5. 0-1 the count. Gates stands back in the box. Here's the pitch from McMacken. And a breaking ball misses up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gates hitting .256, 13 home runs, 58 RBIs. Quakes with 1 in the inning, but a chance to get some more. McMacken, a pause at the letters, a look back at second. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2. The Quakes losing last night's ball game 5-3 to the JetHawks. On the season, they are 4-13 against Lancaster. It's a long commute for the ball club. These days, on the trips to Lancaster, the club spends about 3.5 hours total on the bus. The 1-2 pitch, each point half foul off the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Quakes, in terms of the commutes, have the most taxing schedule in the California League, without a doubt. They commute. They are the only ball club that commutes to all 4 Southern California places. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Gates swings and lifts the pocket. He blew that one out towards right field. That one's going to fall in front of the ring for a hit. Abruzzo's around third. He'll come in to score. David Gates with an RBI single. 2-0 Rancho.
Batting 6, number 6, the catcher, Wyatt Budde.
Here's Ryan Budde. Budde catching tonight, hitting .255, 10 home runs, and 31 RBIs. So it's 2-0 in favor of the Quakes already here in the first inning. 3 consecutive 2-out hits. A home run by Napoli, a double by Abruzzo, and a single by Gates, who leads now away from first. McMacken from the stretch throws home. The pitch is a breaking ball low and inside, 1-0. Brooks is in left, Ball's in center, and Zarang is the right fielder. Tonight for Lancaster. Last night, Zarang was in center field. But they also have a different catcher behind the plate tonight in Tosca. Breaking ball hits the outer half of the plate for a strike to Budde, and the count is 1-1. Budde has hit safely in all 5 games that he has played in since coming back from Salt Lake. He had a hit in the contest last night, 1 for 3 with a walk. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Budde swings and lifts a high fly ball left center field. Brooks going back, and the left fielder in the gap will get there and run it down and make the catch, and over. Quakes scored 2 times on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left on base. They're at half inning. Rancho 2, and JetHawks coming to bat.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. But unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too, simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet, and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts. Not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the slots and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Talking to Allstate agents Bob Johnston and Diane Combs can really make a driver feel safe. When you call Bob Johnston at 946-1066 or Diane Combs at 986-1257, you get a knowledgeable insurance agent who's there when you need help, whose name is in the same book as yours, who can see if you qualify for discounts or tell you what insurance on a new car will cost. But no one has people like Allstate. Allstate Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. Call Bob Johnston in Upland at 946-1066 or Diane Combs in Ontario at 986-1257. You're in good hands with Allstate.
We moved down to the bottom of the first inning with the Quakes up 2-0 as the JetHawks come to bat. The lineup tonight for the Lancaster JetHawks, Wally Backman will have Jared Ball leading off in center field. Danny Richar will bat second. He is the shortstop. John Zering, the right fielder, will hit third. Sean Willits at first base will hit cleanup. Dan Tosca, the catcher, bats fifth. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, Jay Garthwaite. Doc Brooks is in left field tonight. He'll bat seventh. Steve Garabrandt, the third baseman, hits eighth, and Matt Morgan will bat ninth at second base. Ball, Richar, Zering, Llewellyn, Tosca, Garthwaite, Brooks, Garabrandt, and Morgan. So here come the JetHawks to bat. In the bottom half of the third, Jared Ball hitting .291 with 12 home runs and 38 RBIs. Steps up in the box. The JetHawks had 2 home runs last night in the contest against Rancho Cucamonga. They have hit 28 home runs as a team collectively against the Quakes this year. Stephen Shell rocks and fires home, and the right-hander deals the first pitch strike. The count is 0-1. Stephen Shell, 7 wins, 4 losses, an ERA at 3.70. Shell rocks and comes back. The 0-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count is even at 1-1. For Shell, in his last appearance, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He walked the batter, struck out 7, and he surrendered 1 home run against Lake Elsinore. The next pitch swung on and missed. The count is 1-2. Shell, 2 starts ago, pitched here in Lancaster against the JetHawks on the 13th of July, and Shell lasted just 3 innings in that start. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and twisted to short. Aybar waits that, plays it on a hop, and still throws over to first. They get ball, 1 out. One of those in-between plays, a little jam shot off the bat of the left-hander ball, and he hit it out towards short. Aybar could have either charged it, but had the risk of the ball sticking by him, or play it back on a hop, and that's exactly what Aybar did. So 1 man out. Danny Richar will be the batter. He played back on the hot fielder and threw over to first. Here's Richar, left-handed hitter, crouched down in his stance. Shell winds and throws. The first pitch to Richar is a breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike at the knees. The count is 0-1. Shell this year on the road, 3-2 in the 3.6 ERA. Next pitch misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anyway, in that appearance here against Lancaster, he picked up the loss. He went 3 innings. He gave up 7 hits, 6 runs all earned. Shell, that was his shortest outing, or tied his shortest outing of the year. Next pitch swung on, a high pop foul, lifted off to the left behind the third base bag, and the count remains now to Richar 1-2. Richar hitting .286 with 5 home runs and 28 RBIs. Shell kicks and throws. The 1-2 pitch pulled on the ground to second base. Adam Paskovich scoops it up, throws over to first in time to get Richar, and there are 2 outs. Quakes baseball tonight from the hangar, brought to you by Yellow Book USA. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. John Zerang hitting third in the lineup for the Lancaster JetHawks. Right-handed hitter steps into the box against Shell. Jason Sudman starts tonight in left field. He's playing straight away and standing in the sunlight. Reggie Willits plays Zerang straight away in center as the pitch is swung on in line right to Paskovich at second, who gloves it, and that's the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go to JetHawks in the first. And after 1, Quakes leading 2-0.
Looking for that showroom finish for your vehicle? Then call Mobile Detail by Jacko, where it's surprisingly affordable to get that new car feeling. They can expertly clean your car inside and out. They feature the best wash in the area and a convenient mobile service. Just give them a call at 437-2962. Whether you need continuing or one-time service anywhere in the Inland Empire, you can rely on Mobile Detail by Jacko. Keep the number in your glove box. Mobile Detail by Jacko at 437-2962.
Hi fans, Jason Anaforian here to tell you about Storage Max in Rancho, Cucamonga. At the Quakes, we've had no worries storing our items at Storage Max. With the latest technology, Storage Max provides climate-controlled units keeping items from discoloration, fading, or getting dusty. This is especially great for the hot summertime weather in Rancho, Cucamonga. Storage Max has units from 5x5s to 15x30s with 24-hour access. Storage Max is a new facility located at 8363 Goodmill Boulevard between Vineyard and Grove Avenue in Rancho, Cucamonga. Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, have helped us with great customer service. Now let them help you. If you're ready to move or just thinking about moving, give Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, a call. 909-949-3600. Again, that's 909-949-3600.
After 1 inning, Quakes leading 2-0. The bottom third of the order, Paskovich, Weed, and Sugden coming to bat to face Cliff McNacken tonight. Stephen Shell with a very quick 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. Jason Anaforian with you tonight from the ballpark. John Sada is in the studios back in Corona tonight. And tonight, Quakes baseball on the radio brought to you by our friends at the California Department of Conservation. The California Department of Conservation, a proud sponsor of Quakes baseball. First pitch to Adam Paskovich is a breaking ball low and away, and the count is 1-0. Paskovich hitting .219 with 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch on the way is in there for a strike. The count is even at 1-1. 2-0 Rancho, top of the second inning. McNacken, the left-hander, holds the glove out in front of his face. Now he winds and kicks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside to Paskovich, 2-1. The shadows creeping across the pitcher's mound. At the start of this ball game, the shadows were not across the pitcher's mound. The pitcher's mound was in the sunlight, and you had that contrast between the pitcher pitching in the sun to the batter standing in the shadows, having to pick the ball out of the sun. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball misses low and inside. The count is 3 balls and a strike. The wind at the start of tonight's ballgame was blowing out to left field. It is moved out now and is blowing out towards right field. Before the ballgame, as the next pitch to Paskovich is hit up the middle into center field, but a base hit. Paskovich around first. He'll stop there. A leadoff single. And B.J. Wheat coming up. Tonight during batting practice, the Quakes, when they were taking batting practice, the first ball, or all the balls, well, not all of them, but some of them were blowing out to right field because that's where the wind was blowing out to. But there was one ball in particular hit by David Gates, and it was a clutch shot to left field. And that was a shot off of the scoreboard. DJ Reed, right-handed hitter, bunts the first pitch up in foul territory, and it's almost caught by Llewellyn. A pop bunt up along the first baseline. Llewellyn gave chase, and he almost ran that ball down. So 0-1 the count to Reed, hitting .276, 3 home runs, 35 RBIs. Lights on here at the ballpark. Clear skies above, though. Beautiful blue skies, same as last night. Not too warm. It is warm, but it's not overly hot, as is the case back closer to Rancho, Cucamonga. Next pitch is swung on and poked foul wide at first base, and down the line the count is 0-2. Temperatures in Rancho, Cucamonga have been very warm lately as we get into the hot season of July, August, and September. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here's the pitch to the plate. Reed chops it. A high chopper right side. Morgan at second will field him on the outfield grass. He'll have no play. And B.J. Reed is aboard with an infield hit. Paskovich takes second base. Llewellyn, who was holding on Paskovich at first, had no chance of getting to that ball. And now was B.J. Reed, a switch hitter from the right side of the plate, simply hitting that ball and pounding it into the ground. And the surface out in front of home plate is rather hard. The infield is in good shape. They work on it pretty good here in Lancaster, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the warning tracks, especially in foul territory, are very hard, as is you would expect here in the desert. The pitch to Jason Sugden is taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1. And that ball hit as if it was hitting off of AstroTurf. So Paskovich at second base, Weed at first. Llewellyn at first base, plays in front of Weed, and now breaks back behind him. McMacken, the left-hander, looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Sugden takes down low. The count is even at 1-1. Carabrant's playing back to the bag at third, a little bit off the line. Richar and Morgan, the middle infielders, playing close to the second base bag, especially Morgan. Llewellyn playing off the line at first. 1-1 to count to Sugden, hitting .223, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. 1-1 to count, and the pitch. A little bit high. The count is 2 balls and a strike. Quakes in last night's ballgame left 7 men on base, but 4 of those 7 came in the final 2 innings. They did not have a lot of hits. There wasn't a whole lot going on offensively for Rancho Cucamonga last night. 2-1 the count. And a step off the mound by McMacken, and a look back to second, and Paskovich is back. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sugden. McMacken pauses at the letters. The left-hander now kicks and comes home. The 2-1 pitch, low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. The shadows from the seating structure have crept out onto the field. Most of the infield is in the shadows, with the exception of where both Weed and Paskovich are standing off the bags at their bases. Runners have their leads. Here's the 3-1 on the way. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. And the count is full now, 3-2. We were mentioning about the commute. The Quakes, they commute here to Lancaster, and it's about an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes in the bus. But from the time they get on and off the bus here to the time they get on the bus after the ball game and head back home, they're in the charter bus on these commute trips to Lancaster probably about 3.5 hours each day. The 3-2 pitch to Sugden, swung on and there. Strike 3, 1 man out. And if you add that up, that's about 14 hours in the bus over 4 days for the Quakes in this trip. Now here's Erick Aybar. Aybar hit a foul pop-up to the catcher on the very first pitch of the ball game. McMacken throws. Aybar swings and hits a big high chopper, this time in fair territory, fielded by McMacken. On the grass, he throws to first safe. Aybar beats it out. McMacken doesn't think so, but the bases are loaded now. The base umpire, David Ratley, standing back of the mound on the infield grass. Between the pitcher's mound and second base when he made that call. So the bases are loaded now for Reggie Willits. 3 hits for the Quakes in the inning. Now they need to get something to show for it. 2-0 Rancho here in the second inning. Reggie Willits struck out looking in the first. A look back at second. Here's the pitch. Willits swings and hits a high pop-up foul and out of play. Off to the right. The count is 0-1. At third base is Pavkovich. Lead at second. Aybar at first. So Aybar with the base hit there. That extends his hitting streak. Erick Aybar now has moved up on the hitting streak board. That's 17 games. Next pitch to Willits, swung on and fouled right back to the screen. The count is 0-2. That ties Reggie Willits' 17-game hitting streak from June 21st through July 11th, and it's the third longest on the club. The longest in the California League and on the Quakes is Porter with 19. He's actually tied with Connor Jackson. The 0-2 to Willits is a little bit up high, 1-2. Decent crowd on hand tonight. Some folks sitting out on the berm down the left field line. Same with down the right field line. Ballpark looks in very good shape. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here is the pitch. And a curveball swung on and missed. Rolling inside. And a key strikeout for McMacken with the bases loaded. 2 men out. You know, when it comes to momentum early in this ball game, this could be an inning that could give some momentum to McMacken. And now with a very dangerous hitter in Michael Napoli coming to the plate, coming out to the mound to visit McMacken, is the pitching coach, Dan Carlson. 2-0. Quakes in front. Tonight, Quakes baseball on their radio is being brought to you by the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau. Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. The Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau, a proud sponsor of Quakes baseball on the radio. We'll be with you live tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, 5:15 with the first pitch, and then again on Monday night live at 7 o'clock, 7:15 with the first pitch here at Lancaster. Here's Napoli. First pitch to the third baseman tonight is a breaking ball taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. Napoli connected for a home run to center field his first time up. Carlson going out to the mound now to meet with his pitcher McMacken before he faced Napoli. The bases are loaded, 2 outs. The 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball misses down low. Count is even at 1-1. 2-0 the score. Quakes in front, top of the second. McMacken, the left-hander, goes to the glove. A long pause at the letters. Now the 1-1 on the way. Napoli takes a strike called on the inside. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. From third base is Pavkovich. Reed at second. Aybar at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here's the kick. The 1-2 on the way. A little bit high. Count is even at 2-2. Napoli with his 22nd home run, RBI number 94 in the first inning. 2-2. And the pitch. Swung on, a pop-up lifted foul. And this one lands on the roof off to our right and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Quakes last night, after losing the opener, they jumped out here in game 2 and a big point in the ball game. Albeit it's just the second inning, it's still a a big point in this game. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swinging a high pop fly into shallow right. Morgan at second going out, and Zering coming in, and it's Zering to make the catch. The inning is over, so the base is loaded and one out. The Quakes are unable to move a runner across the plate. No runs, 3 hits, bases left loaded. We head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Rancho.
You love baseball. The towering home runs, great pitching performances. Baseball's terrific, but so are movies. And AMC Theaters is in a league of their own, with the best films, best food, and best fun. At AMC, we never take a day off. You can catch all the Hollywood hits at AMC 365 days and nights a year. We'll let you get back to the baseball game. But when you're ready for that other passion of yours, you know where to find us. AMC Theaters. Experience the difference.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than original called Budde. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef, we've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for original called Budde in 2.5 ounce, 8 ounce, and 1 pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's called Budde, a real slice of life.
Great pitchers are legendary for their pinpoint precision.
Like right here.
When it comes to welding and fabrication, you want that same precision on your team. That's why more people trust On-Site Mobile Welding. They're completely certified and have 30 years of experience. Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or emergency work, give them a call at 909-592-5074. On-Site Mobile Welding, located in Ontario at 1506 Francis Street. They can weld anything except a broken heart.
Bottom of the second inning. Quakes just out on a great opportunity in the top of the inning, so Stephen Shell will take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the second. Sean Llewellyn, the right-hander, takes a breaking ball down low. The count is 1-0. Sean Llewellyn hitting .260, 6 home runs, 30 RBIs this year. Is the windup by Shell. The next pitch to the plate. A breaking ball for a strike. 1-1 the count. 2-0 Quakes, bottom of the second inning. Llewellyn back in the box. Shell rocks and throws. Here's the next pitch to the plate, outside. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Shell is set. He winds. The 2-1 on the way. Swinging a fly ball to right center field. Hit pretty well. Reed back at the gap. Reeds at the wall. Forget about it. It's a home run for Sean Llewellyn. It's 2-1. Llewellyn hit his 7th home run of the year. His 31st RBI. And that ball was hit out to right center field to the left of the 385 marker in the gap.
And now, keep that going nice and loud. Keep those hands together for your catcher, number 27.
So here's Dan Costa. Oh, that ball was smoked. Costa, left-handed hitter, takes the first pitch down low. The count is 1-0. Costa hitting .250, 5 home runs, 28 RBIs. Shell from the rubber, feet spread apart, winds and kicks. Here's the next pitch to the plate. Breaking ball for a strike, and the count is even at 1-1. The Quakes not getting anybody home in the top of the second. Now here in the bottom of the first, give up a home run. Next pitch, Costa swing, puts that one out towards left center field. It's going to hold up there for Willits. The center fielder, they run it down to the gap. 1 out. 1 away. Jay Garthwaite coming up. That's all it takes. And right now, you have to consider that the momentum is in the Lancaster dugout. from getting onto the bases loaded, one-out jam to getting a leadoff home run here in the bottom of the second. Jake Garthwaite coming up, hitting .310, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. Field completely in the shadows. A curveball from Shell breaks inside to count 1-0. Garthwaite tonight, the designated hitter, stands up on the plate. Budde setting up outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-1. Breeze blowing out to right field at the moment. Not a hard breeze. Seemed like there was a little bit more of a wind last night. Here's the windup, the 1-1 on the way. A little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Lancaster, they're already in the playoffs, but they can open up a 3-game lead on the Quakes with a win tonight. Lots of head-to-head action over the last couple of months. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to Napoli at third. His first chance tonight, he fields, long throw to first, got him. 2 outs. Michael Napoli at third base tonight. Greg Porter, who has some sort of a right wrist sprain, and has not been 100% lately. He had 4 days off, came back and played last night, and left the ballgame after 4 innings. Napoli is taking some ground balls, obviously, at first base and as well at third base, and that's where he is tonight. His first start of the year at third. Doc Brooks takes a strike from Shell. The count is 0-1. Brooks hitting .307, 7 home runs, 27 RBIs. 0-1 the count, 2 down. Here's the windup by Shell. The pitch to the plate, runs inside, 1-1. Brooks did not play in last night's Troy. Actually, he did. He did play in left field last night. Next pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed. The count is 1-2. Brooks is the only outfielder to return back to his same position for tonight's game. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball. Brooks can now hold up in the dirt. He is rung up by Will Robinson as Budde applies the tag on him. The inning is over. So Brooks doesn't like the call. Throws the helmet out of the way, and Robinson tells him enough. And he just throws Doc Brooks out. And we're going to have a real argument here. Brooks gets right in the face of the plate umpire, Will Robinson, and he's going to get his money's worth. 1 run for the JetHawks. We'll head to commercial. After 2, it's the Quakes 2, the JetHawks 1.
It takes time. Only with hard work can you bring out peak performance. Performance Auto Detail takes that same approach in providing you with the highest quality auto detailing around. They specialize in dark color cars and overspray removal. Bring your vehicle to them on Rose, east of Central off of Hope, where they feature a free courtesy shuttle. Or ask about their mobile service, where they'll come to you. Performance Auto Detail, 20 years of experience and never a dull moment.
Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Reserve a pregame picnic at the Epicenter for a unique group experience. After the your group of 25 or more will move to your seats to watch the game. All options include all you can eat and drink, plus your game ticket. Choose from 3 great menu options. Prices start at just $15 per person.
Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's the home.
Morgan will go to right field. So we just had the changes announced here at the ballpark. Morgan is going to go to, I beg your pardon, to left field in place of Brooks, and McStooch is in the game now at second base. Here's Jared Abruzzo, and the first pitch is taken for a ball outside, 1-0. Jared Abruzzo doubled the score to the first. The Quakes leading 2-1, top of the third. The 1-0 pitch hits the inside corner for a strike. The count is even at a 1-1. So Doc Brooks thrown out of the ball game, arguing a call third strike. Here's the next pitch taken for a strike, 1-2. Actually, what he was arguing was whether or not he went around on a check swing. And Will Robinson, the plate umpire, said he had. Next pitch to the plate. Abruzzo takes just inside. Here's McMackin. He winds. The next pitch on the way. Swung on, hit down the left field line again. That's going to be in for a base hit. This time it goes all the way, rolling to the wall just to the right of the 350 marker. And Abruzzo's at second with another double. Abruzzo's now 2 for 2. And coming up is David Gates. So Jason McStutz, who played in last night's ball game, will be at the second base in place of Morgan, who replaces Brooks defensively. And McStutz will hit for Brooks. He'll hit seventh in the lineup. Here is David Gates with a runner at second. So Brooks did not say too much to Will Robinson before he was tossed. Gates with a big swing and a tip into the glove of the catcher. The count is 0-1. And Will Robinson had motioned over this end of the inning. He said, enough. You could see him tell him with his hands, go away. He didn't want to talk about it. And then after he threw his helmet, then he was tossed. The next pitch swung on and missed. A breaking ball down low. 0-2 the count to Gates. It was Gates in batting practice tonight that hit a home run about 3/4 of the way up the scoreboard in left center field, up the message board. 0-2 the count. McMackin will look back at second. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swinging a high pop fly foul down the right field line and out of play. The last time the Quakes were here in Lancaster, it was Wally Backlund getting tossed from the ball game. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch up and away. 1-2 to Gates. Wally Backlund got thrown out of the ball game. He's been thrown out 3 times. Actually, Wally Backlund's been thrown out 4 games this year. The next pitch, Gates swings and misses. He's out on strike. The changeup kept it away. 1 out. Quakes 2, JetHawks 1, top of the 3rd inning. That's the first time this year Brooks has been tossed from the ball game. Here is Ryan Budde. Away from second base is Abruzzo. A look back at second. Here's the pitch. Budde swings and misses a high fastball. The count is 0-1. Budde flied to left field, ending the first. No balls, 1 strike, 1 man out. McMackin, a look back at second. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Merlin away. 1-1. Quakes leading this one 2-1, top of the 3rd. McMackin is set. The 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball right at the knees for a strike. 1-2. McMackin this year has faced the Quakes in relief. He did face them in the last series when the Quakes were here last week at the hangar. 1-2, 1 out. Each set. Now the 1-2 pitch. Budde swings and wants to foul pop-up off to the right. This one hits up on the roof and bounces back down below. 1-2. see, McMacken this year, he's thrown 2 games against the Quakes. He saved 1. And he's pitched, and he has started 2 ball games this year, and one of the games that he started was against the Quakes. But he was not in the rotation at the time. He started it against the Quakes in game 2 of a doubleheader. Next pitch swung on, fouled off to the right. This one skips back off of the seats and up into the lap of a fan. About 10 rows back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And McMacken, his 4 2/3 innings, gave up the run it was earned on 5 hits in game 2 of that doubleheader. That was the weekend the JetHawks swept all 4 from Rancho. 1-2 to Budde. Swung on and missed. And he stayed with the soft stuff the whole time. That's the 4th strikeout by McMacken. I beg your pardon. That's the 5th strikeout by McMacken. 2 outs and Abruzzo still at second base for Adam Paskovich. Quakes 2, JetHawks 1 here in the top of the 3rd. So in 7 2/3 innings prior to tonight's game against the Quakes, McMacken has given up 3 runs. Pitch to Adam Paskovich is in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. However, the home run the Quakes hit off of this tonight was actually the 2nd home run they hit off of McMacken this year. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. McMacken pitched a 3-inning performance against the Quakes and picked up a save. That was in a ball game last series against Rancho. Next pitch misses down low. 1-2. He gave up a couple of runs, but the JetHawks won the ball game that night by the score of 9-5. Or by the score of 10-5. That was the only game that Lancaster won against Rancho Cucamonga in that series. 0-2, 2 outs, pitch to the plate. Paskovich pops it up behind the plate. Tosca with his mask off, backtracking on the grass and drops it. Right under it, and he dropped it, and an error on Tosca keeps the at bat to Paskovich alive. The runner does not have to reach in order for an error to be charged. That is the first error of the ball game. So Paskovich gets new life. 1-2, 2 outs. However, in this inning, every run after this that would score would be unearned. Next pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. 1-2 to count. Paskovich singled in his first at bat in the 2nd inning. 2-1 Quakes, top of the 3rd. Away from second base is Abruzzo. McMacken pauses the letters. We'll look back at second now, but 1-2 on the way. Swinging a high pop fly. Right field, Zerang coming over, and he slips, now gets up and makes the catch, and the inning is over. That was somewhat eventful there for the JetHawks defensively in the 3rd. The Quakes get a leadoff double and are unable to do anything with them. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd with the score, Quakes 2, JetHawks 1.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wineville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history. Offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines, as well as custom labels, the Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in the relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376.
You know the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know, all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way they get home as quickly as possible, and it's just a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home, not home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
The Quakes return home on Tuesday night to take on the first place Stockton Quakes. The Stockton Quakes leading the Northern Division by a game and a half. We'll lead both Modesto and San Jose by a game and a half, and the courts will be in Rancho, Cucamonga. Steve Garibrandt is the batter. He takes the first pitch from Shell for a strike, 0-1. They'll be in Rancho, Cucamonga Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. Here's the 0-1 on the way, a little bit low. Count is even at 1-1. Garibrandt's hitting .257 with 1 home run, 11 RBIs. Garibrandt last night was 0 for 4. He scored a run in the game. Next pitch, swing and a miss. The count is 1-2. 2-1. Quakes, bottom of the third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garibrandt, Morgan, and then Ball here in the bottom of the inning. The windup by Shell, the 2-2 on the way, swung on, hit in the right field, the base hit. Lead-off hit for Garibrandt. The right field, and Matt Morgan is coming up. Matt Morgan hitting .231, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. The Quakes have had 7 hits in this ballgame, yet the JetHawks, which is 2 hits, have the potential tying run on base. And Matt Morgan is the man. There goes the runner at first. The pitch is inside. Throw down to second base. And stealing the base is Garibrandt. 1 run to count to Morgan. Aybar was covering the bag at second base. Throw down there, not in time. So we're stolen base. 1-0 to count now. Away from second is Garibrandt. Morgan at the plate. Shell will look back at second. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Swung on and missed. 1-1 to count. Scoreboard here reads 1-2. But it's 1-1. I've begun to have to kind of, in a way, tune out the scoreboard from time to time because I'm not kidding you, it's wrong about 50% of the time. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. Now the count is 1-2. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Quakes. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the JetHawks. Bottom of the third inning. Lancaster, though, has the potential tying run at second base with nobody out. Shell holds the ball behind his back. Now goes to the glove. A pause with the letters. The tall right-hander looks back at second. He throws the 1-2 pitch. Reached for and swung on and tapped foul. That ball bounces back into the Quakes' third base dugout. 1-2 to count. Baseball under the twilight here in the Antelope Valley tonight. We'll be here tomorrow evening and on Monday night as well. 1-2 to count. Shell to the glove. Keep back at second base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncer back to Shell. He's backtracking as he fields on the downslope of the mound. And from the grass behind the pitcher's mound, he throws over to first to get Morgan. That was his only play. Taking the lead bag at third base is terrible. 1 man out. Jared Ball has a chance to manufacture a run here and find his ballgame. for the JetHawks. The Quakes bring the infield in, trying to choke off that run. Napoli way off the line at third. Ball. He grounded out to short his first time up. Breaking ball to Jared Ball on the outside corner. Strike one. 0-1 the count. Ball's batted ball in the first was a soft liner that Aybar at short chose to play back in field on a hop. Next pitch, swinging a foul down the left field line. This one lands up on the berm. The count is 0-2. No walls, 2 strikes, 1 man out. Shell is set. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Fastball runs inside. 1-2. Shell to the glove. I'll look over at third. Now he throws the 1-2 on the way. Swinging a listed pop-up foul down the line. This one will be back in the seats. 1-2 the count to Jared Ball. Jared Ball with 12 home runs, and that leads the Lancaster JetHawks of the players that are remaining on this club. The guys with more home runs, we told you before, they have been called up to El Paso. Now Budde is going to go out to the mound and talk with Shell. The Lancaster JetHawks have 60 wins after last night's game. The most wins in overall for any ball club at this point, the most wins in minor league baseball is the Kane County Cougars this year. Oakland Athletics Midwest League affiliate. They are 62-35. The best overall winning percentage is the Kinston Indians, 61-34. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, a key strikeout there for Stephen Shell. 2 men out, that allows the infield to relax. So Kinston, 61 wins, 34 losses. That's a 632 winning percentage. The JetHawks joined the Modesto Athletics as well as a ball club with 60 wins. Here's the pitch to Danny Richar. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. The count is 0-1. There are 7 teams right now in minor league baseball that have 60 wins. Next pitch is down low, 1-1. And 3 of those teams belong to the Oakland Athletics organization. The Sacramento River Cats of the Pacific Coast League. I told you about the Kane County Cougars. They have 62 wins in the Midwest League, and the Modesto A's here in the Cal League. The 1-1 pitch swung on, lifted foul, and out of play off to the left. The count is 1-2. They have 3 of the best 8 overall winning percentages, the Oakland Athletics do. Amongst the best minor league winning percentages this season. And Lancaster to the 60-win mark last night with a victory. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a pop-up foul. This one is out of play. Lands back up on the roof. One of the suites and down below. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two men out. Shell throws the pitch to the plate. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So with a runner at third and 1 out, Stephen Shell comes back to strike out Jared Ball and Danny Richar. 2 strikeouts. The inning is over. We head to the 4th. The Quakes are still leading this one 2-1.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card Preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Winesville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wine, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in the relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376.
Top of the fourth inning coming up for the Quakes. DJ Weed, Jason Sugden, and Erick Aybar to lead it off for Rancho Cucamonga here in the fourth inning. 2-1, Quakes in front. DJ Weed in his first at bat reached on an infield single. Here's McMackin. The left-hander winds and comes home. The pitch to Weed is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. McMackin throws the 1-0 on the way. Weed swings and lets the pop-up. Foul territory behind the plate. This one's coming back, and it's going to land in the walkway and bounce back into the upper tier of seats and to a fan standing or sitting all the way in the very back row. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now there is some activity up in the Lancaster bullpen. 1-1. Here it comes. Weed swings, hits the tapper, back over the middle. Glove gets short by Richar. He throws from the bag at second on the run. In time to get Weed. 1 out. Quakes baseball tonight brought to you by one of our newest sponsors, AMC Theaters. AMC Theaters, a proud sponsor of Quakes baseball tonight on the radio. Jason Sugden struck out swinging in the second inning. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Here's the windup by McMackin. The pitch to the plate. Sugden swings and fouls it right back to the screen. The count is 0-1. Quakes 2, JetHawks 1, top of the fourth. McMackin is set. He kicks and throws. The 0-1 on the way. Fastball running up and in. 1-1. McMackin ready. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. Just a little bit low. 2-1 to count. The windup by McMackin. 2-1 pitch. A little bit low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 to Sugden. Swinging a high pop-up. This one's behind the plate. Tosca, this time in foul territory, stays with it. The ball peeling away from him. This one caught up along the third base line. Sugden is out number 2. Wow, that's quite somewhat of a sarcastic cheer by some of the folks here on Tosca behind the plate. Remember, he dropped the ball in the third. 2 outs. Here's Aybar. Pitch to Aybar is taken up high, 1-0. There were a few fans up along giving Tosca a standing ovation down in the lower level of seating. Here's the next pitch. Aybar takes a breaking ball outside, 2-0. Remember, Tosca dropped the ball off the bat of Adam Paskovich that extended the third inning. There was no damage done in terms of the Quakes scoring. But there, Tosca kind of getting a little bit of the sarcastic jabs from the fence. Next pitch to Aybar, swung on, line to second base, but Stoops fields it, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. So the Quakes go 1-2-3 here in the fifth. The 3.5, 2-1, Rancho. Hey, John, you there?
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt & Curley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Lymanite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
This is the WB Presents Pepsi Smash. I'm your host, Nick Zano. Live with their top 10 hit from the platinum album, The Beautiful Letdown, it's Switchfoot with Meant to Live. Switchfoot is Meant to Live live from Pepsi Smash. Catch all the hottest live performances every Thursday starting May 27th when the WB presents Pepsi Smash.
Morrissey, Jessica Simpson, Maroon 5, Sting. Beginning Thursday, May 27th, the WB presents Pepsi Smash, bringing you the biggest acts every Thursday, 8, 7 Central on the WB.
First pitch off the bat, and John Zering is swung on and lying down the left field line. The count is 0-1. Zering lined to second base in the first. Quakes 2, JetHawks 1. We're in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch to Zering is inside from Stephen Shell to count 1-1. Stephen Shell tonight, through 3 innings, has struck out 3, giving up a run on 2 hits. The 1 run was a home run to Sean Llewellyn. Next pitch swung on and bounced foul. Back to the on-deck circle, 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 on the way. A little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Talking about Lancaster in the last inning about being one of just a few ball clubs to reach the 60-win plateau this year. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Zering takes a breaking ball down in the dirt. It's picked up by Budde. Actually checked his swing. He could not hold up at a breaking ball in the dirt. And Zering is out at first base as Budde throws down to first to complete the strikeout. So 1 man out. Sean Llewellyn is the batter. That's 4 strikeouts now for Stephen Shell. Sean Llewellyn with a home run in the second inning. The pitch. Breaking ball, curveball, and a good one. Right at the knees for a strike. The count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tailing low and away. And Llewellyn holds up. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball to Llewellyn. Taken down low, 2-1. I knew it said Llewellyn struck out. It was Zering that struck out swinging here in the inning for the first out. Now Llewellyn, 2 balls, 1 strike. Shell winds and throws. The 2-1 on the way. Fastball for a strike. 2-2. Shell is set. Now he and Budde can't get their signs in order. He steps off the mound. Budde now to drop a new set of signs. 2-2. Shell rocks and throws. Here it comes. Swinging a foul ball coming back off to our left. And that hits off of the glass. Off to our left. The window right next door to us. Two balls, two strikes. One man out. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, strike three called on the inside corner. Willits didn't like it. That's the fifth strikeout tonight for Stephen Shell. Will Robinson has received some protests on his strike zone tonight from the JetHawks players. And Dan Koska's coming up. Already a player tonight has been ejected from the ballgame. That was Doug Brooks after his first at bat in the second inning. Here's the pitch to Koska, and that's a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. The count is 0-1. Shell working quickly. Rocks comes back. The next pitch on the way, swung on and missed. No balls, two strikes, two men out. Shell has struck out the last four hitters he has faced. The 0-2 on the way, low and away, 1-2. The two strikeouts Shell had in the third inning were with a runner at third base and just one out. You got Jared Ball, Danny Richar out swinging. One ball, two strikes, two outs. Shell rocks and throws. Next pitch, swinging a bouncer wide of the bag at first and down the right field line. 1-2 to count. Quakes baseball tonight brought to you by Farmer John Hot Dogs, the official hot dog of the Epicenter. Koska flied to center his only time up. 1-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Shell on the rubber. He is set. 2-2. He winds and throws. Here it comes. Outside. Count is full at 3-2. He's gone from 0-2 now on Koska to 3-2. Shell rocks and throws. 3-2 on the way. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Count remains full. Steve Comstock talking about how the pitching staff was 3 deep before the call-up and the promotion of Joe Saunders to Arkansas. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here's the windup and the pitch. Koska swings and misses. He's out on strikes. You just had the feeling that Shell was going to strike him out, and he strikes out the side here in the fourth at 5 in a row, 5 strikeouts in a row for Shell. Up at the bottom of the fourth, Quakes leading 2-1.
Next time a player gets thrown out of the game, he probably won't stick around the ballpark. Why should he? When he can catch a movie at AMC Theaters, where all the latest Hollywood hits come out to play, 365 days and nights a year. Stop by, but before you settle down, go to a concession stand for a hot dog, soft drink, and some freshly popped popcorn. For the best films, best food, best fun, and award-winning guest services, AMC Theaters is in a league of their own. AMC Theaters. Experience the difference.
Pete's Rally Camp Ale presents minor league legends to rally around. On September 5th, 1954, Bud Cheney, age 57, tossed a 4-hit shutout for the Asheville Taurus. How did the 57-year-old celebrate? He put the tarp on the field. You see, Bud was also the head groundskeeper. For all you baseball and beer fans who love a great rally, We bring you Pete's Rally Cap Ale, a refreshing summertime brew with a hit of lemon from the makers of Pete's Wicked Ale. Enjoy one at home or at the ballpark. Pete's Brewing Company, San Antonio, Texas.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are not on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2004 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, with several new games for the whole family. Online play with Xbox Live and a new low price of $149. What better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox, now more than ever, it's good to play together.
The new pitcher for the Lancaster JetHawks goes 4 innings in the books for McMacken out of the pen tonight with a spot start. He is done. 4 innings done for McMacken tonight, and he gives up 2 runs, both of them earned on 7 hits. Does not walk a batter and strikes out 5. He turns the ball over now to Holston out of the bullpen for the Lancaster JetHawks. Quakes leading this one 2-1. As we head down to the top half of the 5th inning. For Holston, he's going to face Willits, Napoli, and Abruzzo here in the inning. Holston this year, with a record of 3-4, a 6.23 ERA. In 25 games, Holston himself has started 5 contests this year. Here's Reggie Willits to lead it off. Willits 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Pitch to Willits is a breaking ball in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. 2-1 the score here in the top half of the 5th. The next pitch a little bit low. 1-1 the count. Trying to remember the last time it was Reggie Willits struck out 2 times in a row like he has tonight. Next pitch down low, 2-1. Willits has been quite a contact hitter, especially as of late. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Willits fouls this one out to the left and out of the ballpark. 2-2. Willits this year, he's struck out 78 times. Next pitch is down low, 3-2. The most strikeouts on the team is Michael Napoli with 107. Gates is 83. Then it is Willits with 78. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch, swing and a pop foul and out of play. Count 3 to Willits. On deck, Michael Napoli. Quakes are expecting to make a roster move over the next couple of days. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Willits swings and lifts it foul down the left field line, and this one kicks back up on the bone, back by where the Quakes clubhouse is at. 3-2 to count. Nobody out, top half of the 5th. Here's the windup. The 3-2 on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Third base side, foul territory. Garrett Brandt's coming over on the grass, and he'll make the catch. And Willits is out number 1. Here's Michael Napoli. The numbers for Holston: 3-4, a 6.23 ERA, 56 and a third innings pitch, 24 walks to 30 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .310 against him. He's allowed 70 hits and 56 in the third innings coming into the ballgame. Pitch to Napoli is a breaking ball taken for a strike. 0-1. Napoli hit his 22nd home run of the year in the first inning. The Quakes scored 2 in the first to tie that so far. They lead 2-1 in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2. Napoli flied to right field in the second inning. 1 for 2 on the night. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out. Holston from the mound. Here's in. Napoli waits back. And now Tosca calls time. Now Tosca waves down a new set of signs. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Fastball, strike 3 called. Napoli, again, not thrilled with the strike call there by Robinson. 2 men out. Interesting there. Tosca, I believe, laid down the wrong set of signs because Holston was about ready to go into his windup, and he looked to the mound. Tosca put his right hand up and said, and told Holston to back off the mound. Two outs. Here's Jared Abruzzo. He has a couple of doubles tonight. Now from the left side of the plate, he takes outside 1-0. 2-1 Quakes, top of the 5th. The 1-0. Abruzzo swings, hits that one out towards center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Abruzzo rounds the bag at first. He is 3 for 3. Two-out single for Abruzzo. David Gates will be the batter. David Gates with a single and an RBI. He has a couple of RBIs in this series. And an RBI last night on a sacrifice fly. Gates is 1 for 2. Abruzzo away from the bag at first. Holston pauses at the belt. He throws home. The pitch swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. Gates out of the box. Now he steps back in. No balls, 1 strike, 2 men out. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and the count is 0-2. Holston this year out of the bullpen has been used in some late release situations. The next pitch is down low in the dirt, skips away from Tosca up the third base line. Abruzzo does not move up. He stays at first. 1-2 to Gates. Holston has been used in some relief appearances this year in terms of some late relief appearances. He has finished off 8 ball games. He does not have a save, but he's been used in later relief. That's in the Quakes, as I've seen him at times. Hard throwing right-hander, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Runner from first. Here's the pitch to the plate, a little bit high. 2-2 to count. Gates back in the box, waves that bat back and forth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here it comes. Gates swings, pulls that one left field, base hit. Over to second base goes Abruzzo. He rounds the bag at second and stops there. David Gates with a single. First and second now for the Quakes. So they've had 2 out base hits here. Ryan Budde coming up. Budde with a fly out to left in the first, and he struck out swinging in the third. 2-1 the score, top of the 5th inning, and 2 men out. And as Budde gets back in the box, Abruzzo from second, Gates from first. Holston looks back at second. Here's the pitch home. Breaking ball low and away, and it's blocked by Tosca. Ball stays in front of Tosca. 1 ball, no strikes. Look back at second. Here's the 1-0. Down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Quakes so far tonight, they've stranded 5 men on base through the first 4 innings. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A little bit high. 3 balls, no strikes. So Holston struggling with his control all of a sudden. He's gone 3-0 to Budde. Budde's the guy that he's got some pop. He can drive the ball out of the park on you. Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken for a strike. Budde started to walk up to first. And Will Robertson called him back. 3-1 to count. 2 men out. Wilson from the stretch goes to the glove. A look back at second. The 3-1 on the way. Down low and away. This one plenty outside and clear. That's ball 4. That is the first walk tonight by the Quakes. First walk they have had. So now the bases are loaded for Adam Pavkovich. It's a 2-out rally, but it's one the Quakes can take advantage of. The bases are loaded now. The inning started with a foul pop up to third. Jan Carlson coming out to visit with Holston on the mound. A foul pop up to third base off the bat of Reggie Willits. Napoli struck out looking. Abruzzo singled to center. Gates singled to left. Moving Abruzzo to second base, and then Budde walked. They've loaded the bases. The Quakes are leading 2-1 here in the top half of the 5th inning. Hitting with the bases loaded has been something this year for the Quakes. It has been tough. So 2 outs. Bases loaded. Runners from all bases. Here's the pitch. Pavkovich swings and hits a high fly ball. Left center field and deep. Ball going back on the track in front of the wall. He makes the catch. Oh, Pavkovich gave it a ride to deep left center field. He gave that one a good ride about 400 feet. And it is run down by Ball. The inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, a walk. The bases left loaded. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Quakes 2, JetHawks 1.
Teamwork. It's important on the field and off. When it comes to engineering services, more people are teaming up with Bonaldo Engineering. They feature a full spectrum of structural, consulting, engineering, and design build services. Whether it's commercial, industrial, or residential, go with a winning team. Bonaldo Engineering. For information or a consultation, call 944-9992 or stop by their office at 9480 Utica Avenue, Suite 607. Bonaldo Engineering, a proud sponsor of Quakes Baseball.
Family fun and so much more. Rancho, Cucamonga, Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. Rancho, Cucamonga, Quakes.
Celebrate a birthday in style with Tremor and the rest of the Quakes family here at the Epicenter. Packages include 12 cafe or club tickets, a special gift for the birthday person, a souvenir for each guest, a personalized cake, and more. Birthday packages for 12 people cost just $200.
Family fun and so much more. Rancho, Cucamonga, Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. Rancho, Cucamonga, Quakes. It's the home in the ball game.
Bottom of the 5th inning with the score 2-1 Quakes. Adam Pavkovich just came within inches of hitting a grand slam. The Quakes have not hit a grand slam this year. Now coming up to the plate for the Lancaster JetHawks will be Jay Garthwaite, the designated hitter, followed by Jason McStoops and Steve Garibrandt. 2-1 Quakes, bottom of the 5th. Stephen Shell has struck out the last 5 hitters he has faced. He has retired 6 in a row. Shell rocks and throws on the first pitch of the inning is pulled in for a strike. The count is 0-1. Garthwaite grounded at third base in the second. No balls, 1 strike to count. Shell rocks and throws. The 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. The count is 0-2. There's the windup. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup, the 1-2. Shell takes a fastball, runs inside. 2-2. Shell is set. The 2-2. Breaking ball, just missed inside. So you could see what Shell was trying to set up there. A breaking ball that missed inside, trying to backdoor him. 3-2. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. It's almost as if Shell is just dead set on striking the guys out. He's attacking the strike zone. He is mixing his pitches in terms of off speed and fastballs, but that is bad by design. Maybe one pitch longer than Shell wanted it to. Here's Jason McStoots. First at bat of the night. McStoots coming in for the ejected Doc Brooks. As the first pitch to McStoots is low and away, 1-0. McStoots hitting .250, no home runs, 8 RBIs for the JetHawks. 2 for his first base. Next pitch is a strike call. The count is 1-1. Last night McStoots was 1 for 2. He had a bunt single. He scored on a home run. He also had a walk and a stolen base. 1-1. Next pitch swung on, hit foul back to the screen. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-1 Quakes. Here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And Steven Shell right now is in a groove. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's 7 in a row. Retired by Shell. For 7 strikeouts in a row, 8 in a row retired by Shell. Steve Garabrandt's the batter. Right now you have Lancaster hitters as the first pitch to Garabrandt's is a fastball that runs inside, 1-0. You have Lancaster hitters that aren't even close to just even putting the ball in play. 1-0 the count. Shell rocks and throws the pitch. Breaking ball down low. Curve ball there. The count 2 balls, no strikes. Here it comes. High fastball swung on and missed. 2-1. Shell rocks and throws. The 2-1 on the way. Strike call. Count is even 2-2. Shell rocks. Here's the 2-2. Garabrandts takes down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's been only 1 walk in this game, and that was last inning. Ryan Budde drew the walk from Brian Holston. Full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Shell into his windup, and he throws. Next pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside, and Shell strikes out the side again. He has struck out 8 in a row. To start the second time through the lineup tonight for the JetHawks. We move to the 6th, and the Quakes are leading this one 2-1.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. but unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too, simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet, and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts, not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the slots and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than original call Budde. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef, we've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for original call Budde in 2.5 ounce, 8 ounce, and 1 pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's Carl Budde, a real slice of life.
Stephen Shell has struck out 8 batters in a row. He has retired 9 in a row here through 5 innings. And coming up to the plate to lead it off for the Quakes is B.J. Weed. Well, the California League record for most strikeouts in a row is 12 in 1966. Here's B.J. Weed. A breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. That is just what we were told, 12 retired, 12 strikeouts in a row. Here is Weed. Next pitch, swinging a ground ball to second base. McStutes fields it off to his right. The throw to first, in time to get Weed. 1 out. Weed is now 1 for 3 tonight. That'll bring up Jason Sugden. 2 runs, 9 hits for the Quakes. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 there for the JetHawks. Shell on the night has struck out 9. And his personal and career high was 13. And that is a personal high and for any Quakes pitcher this year, 13 strikeouts. Here's the pitch outside to Jason Sugden. The count 1-0. Sugden struck out swinging in the second. Get a foul pop up to the catcher in the fourth. 1-0. Holston winds and throws home. The next pitch, fastball misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. And right now, Stephen Shell is just in a rhythm. Only backman's probably telling somebody, hey, just put the bat on the ball. Somebody, just make contact. 2-0 pitch. Sugden, breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. Here's the next pitch. Up and away. 3-1. Holston retired the first 2 batters he faced in the 5th and then ran into problems. The Quakes, though, left the bases loaded in the 5th inning. Tonight, they have stranded 8 runners through 5. 3-1. Here it comes. Down low, ball 4, and a walk.
Shortstop, Erick Aybar.
Sugden on base. Here's Erick Aybar. Quakes baseball tonight, brought to you in part by the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau. Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. Aybar's already extended his hitting streak to 17 games. He is 1 for 3 on the night with an infield hit. In the second, the pitch taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. Aybar tried to turn out of the way of that one. No balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Swung on a little grouper. Out towards center field. That one's going to get down for a hit. Around second is Sugden. Throw comes to second. Sugden is in at third. And Aybar is on with a hit, first and third. With one out. Here's Reggie Willits. Quakes lead it 2-1, but an opportunity to add to that lead. They grabbed a 2-0 lead in the first, and expanded 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 more in the fifth. Tonight is a ball club. The Quakes are 0 for 3 with the bases loaded. Well, right now we have runners at first and third, and an opportunity to perhaps lengthen the lead. Here's the pitch to the plate. There goes Aybar first. It's taken for a strike. Throw down to second base. Not in time. It hits off the glove of McStoops at second. Rolls into shallow center. Coming from third is Sugden. He will score. Getting up, going to third is Aybar. And the Quakes lead it 3-1. So Aybar given credit for a stolen base. And everybody moves up 90 feet after that on an air. That is charged to the catcher, Tosca. Runner at third now to Willits. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch was a strike to Willits. Willits is 0 for 3. Infield drawn in. The pitch. High chopper back to the drawn in infield. Base hit center field. Aybar will score from third. Willits has an RBI hit. His 35th RBI of the year. 4-1 Quakes. So in this inning, the Quakes take advantage of the base runners and the opportunities presented to them. Michael Napoli coming up. Both Sugden and Aybar have scored in the inning. Quakes with 2 here in the 6th. That's the 11th hit of the night for Rancho. And they lead it 4-1. Napoli is 1 for 3. He has a home run, an RBI, and a fly out and a strikeout. Four to 1 the score, top of the 6th. Napoli stands up on the plate. Olson throws the pitch. Napoli swings and lifts a fly ball, right field. Zerang coming in. He's there. He makes the catch. Brooks goes about halfway and now trucks back to the bag at first. So 2 outs, and Jared Abruzzo coming up.
First baseman, Jared
Abruzzo, a 3-hit night already tonight. Looking at Abruzzo, that's the 16th multi-hit game he's had this year. He's had 4 hits in a ball game twice. But if things go right for Abruzzo, he could be a candidate for a 5-hit game. Only one Quakes player has done that this year. That's Napoli. Abruzzo swings and hits a high fly ball to center field straight away. Ball with room in front of the track and deep center makes the catch. The inning is over. 1 run or 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, a walk, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Quakes now lead it 3-1.
Part of the hitting instructor's job is to analyze the effectiveness and mechanics of a ball player's swing. Doesn't your car or truck deserve that same attention to detail? The automotive professionals at TLC Auto Center knows it does. For 11 years, they've been the pros you can depend on to expertly troubleshoot and repair your vehicle. From minor to major repairs to routine maintenance, you can rely on TLC Auto Center. Visit them just below Foothill on Monte Vista.
Faucets leaking, termites feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look at your
The other book. When it comes to making your buying decisions, people today let their fingers do the walking through Yellow Book Yellow Pages. It's no wonder. Yellow Book's packed with money-saving coupons, restaurant menus, and vital community info. And with more ads than ever before, it has everything you need right at your fingertips. It's easy to spot. Just reach for the yellow directory with the map on the cover and join the smart shoppers who choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Put your business in Yellow Book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
The other book.
Well, we move now to the bottom half of the sixth inning. 4-1 the score, and Stephen Shell is on the mound. He has struck out 9 consecutive batters, and the first pitch to Matt Morgan runs inside, and the count is 1-0. The California League record for most consecutive strikeouts in a game was 10 in one game by Gerald Davey of Salinas in 1964. How about that? Next pitch is down low, 2 balls, no strikes. The most consecutive strikeouts, just period, in the California League was 12. And that was over 3 different appearances by a reliever in 1966. Next pitch to Morgan misses outside, 3 balls, no strikes. So Shell is just 1 strikeout away from accomplishing and tying the all-time record in the California League for most consecutive strikeouts in a game. But he's behind in the count 3-0. Now comes back and pours in a strike. The count is 3-1. Matt Morgan leading it off here in the bottom of the sixth, hitting 9th. Jared Ball, in his second at bat, the second time through the order, began a strikeout, and that pitch is outside, ball 4, so the strikeout streak is over at 9. Oh, a record that is good for over 40 years. Almost came within jeopardy of having that streak snapped. How about that? A 40-year record in this league. Here's Jared Ball. First pitch, line under the glove of Napoli at third. In the left field. Over to second base goes Morgan. Ball is on. Napoli drawn in at third base. Ball hit to the opposite field. And that is an error on Napoli. Napoli normally doesn't play third base. Danny Richar is the batter. Napoli drawn in the third. Had that ball go between his legs. Kind of a hot shot off the bat of Jared Ball from the left side. Here's Danny Richar. He's 0 for 2. Napoli in on the grass at third. And Shell throws. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. A look back at second. Shell throws. The next pitch, a bunt, foul up along the third base side to the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes. Stephen Shell tonight has struck out. He has struck out 9 overall on the night. But now he has a jam. First and second, nobody out. The Quakes have grabbed 2 in the top of the 6th inning. And now in the bottom of the 6th, lead at 4-1. Here's the pitch. Richar swings, hits that one on the ground, back into the read at second. He puts over to Aybar, throw for 1, over to first, 2. Double play. 4-6-3. Abruzzo on the back end of that double play. He received the throw from Aybar. The third base goes Morgan. And John Zerang is coming up. Key double play there for Shell. John Zerang 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high pop fly. Shallow right. Out at second goes Reed. He's calling for it now, checking in the foul territory, cannot come up with it, and he trips as he goes up the mound in foul territory down the right field line. I said Reed, it was Pavkovich at second. Reed was coming in at right. But Pavkovich, the second baseman, tripped as he was going up the mound in foul territory. The bullpen mounds are in play in foul territory down the lines. And Pavkovich just could not come up with it. And he tripped over the mound, but that ball was going to be a little bit beyond his reach. That's definitely for sure, because it was a long haul for Pavkovich, but he took charge of it. Here's the 0-1, and Zarang takes inside. 1-1 to count. Shell looks over at third. Here's the pitch. Runs inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shell pauses the letters. The 2-1 on the way. The Zarang chops it to second base. Pavkovich fields it. He throws over to first in time to get Zarang. The inning is over. So Shell does not allow a runner on after the first 2 men reached here in the 6th. We head to the 7th. 4-1. Quakes.
If you've got kids, then you've got stains. And if your house has carpet, that means trouble. If your couch is strategically placed over ground-in Play-Doh or grape juice, you may want to consider a new direction in flooring. David Darwin Flooring can show you the latest in easy-care, beautiful hardwood flooring, perfect for today's families. For installation, refinishing, and resurfacing, call David at 645-2464. That's David Darwin Flooring, a quality service serving the Inland Empire since 1980. When it comes to buying auto parts, before you spend a fortune at a major chain store, visit West Coast Auto Records. We're a proud American company featuring American-made auto and truck parts at great prices. We pay top dollar for junk cars, late model wrecks, and abandoned and illegally parked vehicles are removed for free. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Stop by West Coast Auto Records at 4007 State Street in Montclair or log on to westcoastautoparts.com.
If you have a home improvement project you want done, it's time to bring in the pros at Handyman Unlimited. They're your one-stop household maintenance and repair service. They offer a way for you to economically maintain and enhance the life of your home without investing the leisure time. From patio covers to fences and gates, from decks to flooring, window replacement, and countertops, Handyman Unlimited can do it all. Call 909-931-2700 or see them on the web at handymanunlimited.com. Handyman Unlimited. We take care of your repair needs the first time, on time.
After 6 innings, 4-1, Quakes. Top of the 7th now, David Gates will lead it off. He's 2 for 3. He has a single and an RBI in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and singled to left in the 5th. Holston on the mound, pitched the 5th and the 6th, but in the Quakes got a couple of runs off of him in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Gates. Breaking ball for a strike at the knees. The count is 0-1. Quakes with 2 in the first and then 2 in the 6th in this one. They have not trailed tonight. The 0-1. Low in the dirt. Well, that ball bounced. Probably traveled 55 feet or so. And it landed in front of the left-handed hitter's batter's box. The 1-1 to Gates. The right-hander pops it up, foul territory. First base side. This one will be out of play. Down and into the stands. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch to the plate. Gates cannot hold up. And no, he does hold up on a check swing. Ball's outside. So, it's 2-2 to Gates. We have a batting average for Gates up on the outfield wall. That's just not true. Next pitch is down low, 3-2. For some reason, the scoreboard out in left center field reads that Gates is hitting 129. But Gates is hitting 256 prior to tonight. The home runs and the RBIs are right. He's got 13 home runs and now 59 RBIs. He is 2 for 3 tonight. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Gates swings, pulls that one base hit left field. David Gates, a 3-hit night. So Gates and Abruzzo both with 3 hits so far. That has to feel good for Gates. A long time coming for him. Ryan Budde 0 for 2. He reached on a walk in the 5th coming up. Quakes baseball tonight brought to you by Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank and a proud sponsor of the hometown team, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Vineyard Bank will be there when the next Quake hits a home run. The pitch to Ryan Budde is taken down low for a ball, 1-0. Tonight's attendance, and it's the best crowd the Quakes have played in front of this year at the hangar, 2,263. Next pitch, Budde swings, lifts that one center field. Ball racing over towards right center. Now he makes the catch in front of the first 10 marker, and in fact, the first goes safe. One out. Coming up is Adam Paskovich. Paskovich 1 for 3 on the night. 2,263 tonight's attendance here at the hangar. Away from first is Gates. Here's the pitch. Paskovich swings and lifts a fly ball off the end of the bat to left field. Morgan going back on the front edge of the racetrack. He makes the catch. 2 men out. That is the second time tonight Paskovich has just missed hitting one out of here. 2 away. B.J. Reed will be the hitter. The one that he almost hit out of here was to deep left center field. With the bases loaded, that ended the 5th. 2 outs. Reed with an infield hit, a big chopper in the second inning, grounded to short in the 4th. Next pitch swung on, deep out towards left center. Morgan racing over, almost overran it. Now reaches back to his right and makes the catch. The inning's over. Leadoff hit for the Quakes. Gates is stranded on the base path. We've completed 6.5. Stretch time here at the hangar with the score: Rancho 4, Lancaster 1.
Players take pride in dirty uniforms after an exciting game. Dude, check up my smudgy. Wow. When it comes to your automobile, however, it's a whole different ballgame. You take pride in your vehicle and want to keep it looking great. That's why more folks call A Bit More Mobile Detailing, because we go the extra inning to ensure your satisfaction. We come right to your home or office, and we're not finished until you're satisfied. Whether it's for your car, truck, boat, or RV, call A Bit More Mobile Detailing. Serving the Inland Empire at 1-877-A-BIT-MORE.
It's the whole new ballgame. Play baseball. The family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
For fans who want the benefits of season tickets but can't make it to all the home games, then the Quakes mini plans are perfect for you. Mini plans start as low as $60 per seat. Plus, these plans feature the most exciting games of the 2004 season. To order your Quakes mini plan today, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's a whole new ballgame.
Bottom of the 7th inning with the score. Quakes scored, JetHawks won. There's been a scoring change. The ball that was hit off the bat of Jared Ball back in the 6th inning has been changed from an error to a hit. So here is Sean Llewellyn to lead it off. First pitch swinging, swung on and tipped into the glove of Ryan Budde. At the plate, the count is 0-1. For the JetHawks, with the 3 hits so far against Shell through 6. Next pitch is down low, 1-1. It was a hard hit ball to Napoli that went between his legs, and he was originally ruled to have an error on that on the scoreboard, but now it has been changed. Next pitch, swung on and missed in the dirt. The count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Llewellyn swings at a curveball, bounces it to Aybar deep and short. From the outfield grass, has to unload the first. Got him. 1 out.
Let's go again together, JetHawks fans. One more time. Here comes the catcher.
Here's Shannon Costa. Aybar fielded that ball probably about 2 steps back on the grass. That's short. About as far back as you can field that ball. Any further back, Llewellyn, first baseman running up the line, beats it out. Tosca's 0 for 2 tonight. Left-handed hitter swings and fouls it off to the left and out of play. 0-1 the count. Here's the next pitch to the plate. Swung on and fouled back. Fouled off to the left. Back to the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Warming up in the bullpen for Lancaster. Looks like that's left-hander Carlton Wells. The pitch, swinging a high pop-up foul. Again, down the third base line, further back down the left field line, actually. The count and the ball is out of play. 0-2. That's Carlton Wells, the sidearm throwing left-hander, warming up in the bullpen for the JetHawks. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Tosca swings and rolls it foul wide of first. Down the line. Tosca fly to center in the second. Strikeout swinging in the 4th. Stephen Shell so far tonight, 6 and a 3rd innings. He has allowed 1 run. It was earned. Next pitch, swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. This one is back onto the concourse. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Swing and another pop-up. Foul. This one will hit back up on top of the roof again. And this one's not coming back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Tosca out on strikes. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. This start for Shell is a rebound start, much like the one Phil Saunders had. Saunders gave up 10 earned runs in a ball game here at Lancaster, and then in his last start, one of his last starts with the Quakes, he just mowed down the JetHawks right here in this ballpark. Jay Garthwaite, the batter, the pitch to the plate, down low, the count 1-0. right now with the Quakes pitching staff as the season moves along, they're pitching better in this ballpark. Keith Comstock said after the very first ball game, you're going to have to learn how to pitch in these conditions. The 1-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball. That's a fair ball. Swinging to third and foul territory by Napoli. He gets up and throws to first, not in time, but a great play by Napoli. He saved the double, and a 2-out infield hit for Garthwaite. Fourth hit of the night for Lancaster. 4-1 Quakes, bottom of the seventh. Here's Jason McStoots. The pitch, breaking ball misses away, 1-0. The Quakes as a staff gave up 29 or 39 runs in their first 3 games here against Lancaster this year. And Keith Comstock, the pitching coach, just didn't use that as an excuse for the pitching staff. McStoots swings and chops the 1-0 pitch foul wide of first and down the line. 1-1. Lancaster scored in that series 10, 14, and 15 runs respectively in their games. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, in the dirt, snap throw down to first base, and back safely is Garthwaite. 2-1. Beg your pardon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning with a runner at first. Well, as time has gone on, this is the Quakes' 4th and final series here in Lancaster in the regular season. They have learned how to play. 1-2, here's the pitch, taken down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McStoots struck out swinging in the 5th. His only at bat so far tonight. Shell throws. Runner bluffs at first. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over, and McStoots knew it. 1 hit, 1 left on. And Stephen Shell tonight has pitched a terrific ball game. He has struck out 11 through 7 innings. And after 7, it's 4-1 Quakes.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt & Curley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Lymanite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. See it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
Hi fans, Jason Anapoyan here to tell you about Storage Max in Rancho Cucamonga. At the Quakes, we've had no worries storing our items at Storage Max. With the latest technology, Storage Max provides climate-controlled units keeping items from discoloration, fading, or getting dusty. This is especially great for the hot summertime weather in Rancho Cucamonga. Storage Max has units from 5x5s to 15x40s with 24-hour access. Storage Max is a new facility located at 8363 Foothill Boulevard between Vineyard and Grove Avenue in Rancho Cucamonga. Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, have helped us with great customer service. Now let them help you. If you're ready to move or just thinking about moving, give Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, a call at 909-949-3600. Again, that's 909-949-3600.
After 7, Quakes 4, JetHawks 1. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Sauter. Jason Anapoyan with you. as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Jason Sugden will lead it off. He is 0 for 2. He walked his last time out and scored a run. That was in the 6th inning. Sugden will be followed by Erick Aybar and Reggie Willits. Here is Carlton Wells, a sidearm throwing left-hander, new pitcher into the game for the JetHawks, and he deals a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Holston went 3 innings tonight, gave up 2 runs. He struck out a batter and walked 2. Next pitch to the plate, reached for a big chopper to Garibrandt at third. He comes infield, double clutches from the grass now and throws over to first in time to get Sugden 1 out. Here's Erick Aybar. Wells throws home the pitch. Aybar swings in a big chopper up along the third base line and foul. No balls, 1 strike to count. 1 man out here, top of the 8th inning. Aybar gets the bat, tossed back to him. Here's the pitch. Aybar butts this one up along the third base line. This one will roll foul. Only 2 to count. Aybar 2 more hits tonight. Another multi-hit game for Erick Aybar. 41 now for Aybar this season. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here it comes. Aybar again pokes that one down the left field line. That is a full ball base hit. And it goes into foul territory. Aybar around first. Morgan having a hard time with it. And Aybar is at second with a double. Morgan finally digs the ball out near the line as that ball bounced on the grass and rolled into foul territory. Morgan went over to cut the ball off and kind of had to sandwich the ball up against the retaining wall that runs parallel. Once you get down the left field line, it runs parallel with the foul line. Aybar with a double. And that is the 13th hit now for the Quakes. 1 out, Reggie Willits from the right side of the plate up. And the pitch taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 man out. Wells now throws the 0-1 on the way, tails outside. 1-1. Warming up in the bullpen for Lancaster is Mike Watson. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Willits at the plate, takes outside and off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Wells is 3-0 this year with a 4.40 ERA. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Off the plate, 3-1. A 4.40 ERA in 47 innings pitched. Wells has given up 60 hits, 28 runs, 23 earned. 18 walks, 23 strikeouts. The next pitch to the plate, swung on, hit in the right field, the base hit. Aybar's going to be raised around third. Here comes the throw from Zerang to the plate. It's there. Aybar slides, safe. He gets past the tag with a head-first slide, and an RBI hit for Willits, and it's 5-1 Quakes. Aybar did a nice job sliding, and Napoli did a nice job coaching Aybar at home plate, waving Aybar to the left, telling him, you've got to slide around the tag. The throw's going to be there. Got it, told him to get down, but Aybar did a great job. He slid around the tag and went in head first, and he reached out with his left arm to touch the plate for the fifth run of the night. Now Carlson's out of the dugout. He's going to the bullpen. Wells is done. So with one out and a run already in for the Quakes in the top of the eighth, we're going to take a break. We'll take a 60-second break and come back and tell you about the new Lancaster pitcher right after this.
We at KWRM 1370 know that you have a choice when it comes to sports radio, and we also know that you're in the right place. By airing the local games that matter most to you, KWRM is your Orange County and Inland Empire sports leader. Whether it's professional baseball, college basketball, or high school football, no one delivers the best and exciting local play-by-play like KWRM. Check out our new website at KWRM1370am.com. That's KWRM1370am.com, and thanks for being a part of our all-star lineup.
It's not unheard of to lock your keys in your car or home, but it is unheard of to lock yourself out and not call a professional like B&B Lock and Security. B&B has offered fast, reliable, and professional service throughout the entire Inland Empire since 1969. They know you have better things to do with your time, like getting some spare keys made. B&B Lock and Security. You'll find them in your yellow pages. And remember, they also provide a fast and convenient mobile service.
Well, here comes the Quakes now to bat against the new pitcher for the Lancaster JetHawks. It's Mike Watson. And with Willits at first base, Michael Napoli is going to face Watson. Quakes lead it 5-1 here in the top of the eighth inning. Watson from the belt, and he throws a curveball to Napoli for a strike. The count is 0-1. 5-1. Quakes. Watson this year, 4-0, a 5.63 ERA. Another breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 46 in the third innings for Watson. 52 hits, 27 walks, and 40 strikeouts. A turn in the throwback to first, and Willits is back with a head-first slide. 1-1 to count. Quakes have some activity up in the bullpen down the right field line. Looks like Dustin Griffith. There goes Willits. High fastball swung on. Hit the center field pretty well. Ball going back. On the track. He makes the catch. Willits is going to have to turn it on to get back to first base. The throw is going to come back to second. Willits gets back safely. So a long fly ball out by Napoli. He got one up and out over the plate. He got his arms extended. And he just hit that ball to the deepest part of the park. That's all. Napoli denied 1 for 4. For now 1 for 5 with the home run. 2 away, Jared Abruzzo, who is a 3 for 4 on the night, up at the plate. 5-1 Quakes here in the top of the eighth. Watson from the belt throws. The pitch, Abruzzo swings at a breaking ball and pulls it foul wide at first. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Abruzzo swings and fouls this one off to the left, and back up in the seat. Back beyond the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here's the 0-2. Way up and outside. 1-2. Watson from the belt. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses outside. Tried to hit him with the curveball. 2-2 to count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low and away. Full count. Now Willits is going to be off with the pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4 with Willits going. First and second now for Gates. 4th time tonight, Abuzo's been on base. Here's David Gates. Gates tonight, 3 for 4. A single and an RBI. In the first, a strikeout swinging in the 3rd, a single to left in the 5th, and a single to left again in the 7th. Rancho Maldorejo is now coming to the ballgame to pinch run for Abuzo at first. Here's Gates. The pitch. Gates takes down low. The count is 1-0.
Coming to attention, please, for the Quakes, running at first base, number 24, Rancho Maldorejo.
One ball, no strikes. The next pitch is down low. 2-0. Watson set. Here's the pitch. Gates swings, fouls this one off to the right. And out of play. That one just comes up and hits the roof off to the right. Boy, I tell you what, David Gates has hit about 3 or 4 balls this year back towards us at this ballpark. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Two out. Gates should figure he should get a good hit, good pitch to hit. The 3-1 swung on, and Gates kind of checked his swing, and that ball glances fouled after the screen. Full count. So now the runners at first and second will be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Willits at second and Maldorejo at first. Watson, a long pause at the belt. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Runners go. Swung on, hit into right center field. Ring over in the gap. He's there to make the catch. Running over. Gates is 3 for 5 tonight. 1 hit, 1 walk. The Quakes do scratch out a run here in the 8th inning. We head to the bottom of the inning. It's 5-1 Rancho.
Faucets, leaking, termites, destination, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. That's the other book. Artists, posters, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Dusted landscapes, sit-down mowers, dentists, sauces, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, farm there, wild well, take a look, you'll see. Not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than original called Budde. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef,
We've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for original Carl Budde in 2.5 ounce, 8 ounce, and 1 pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's Carl Budde, a real slice of life.
Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 5-1 Quakes. The night is over for Stephen Shell. He pitches 7 innings. Another strong performance for Shell tonight. And on the night, he strikes out 11. He walks 1 over 7 innings. And he gives up 1 run on 4 hits. Again, 7 innings pitched for Shell. 1 run, it was earned. 4 hits. 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. And he struck out at 1 point 8 in a row. Here is the pitch to Gerbrandts, and it's taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. No ball, 1 strike to count. Gerbrandts was one of those strikeout victims. To Shell, next pitch in there for a called strike, 0-2. Gerbrandts 1 for 2 tonight. He singled the right field in the 3rd inning. He also has stolen a base. The 0-2 from Dustin Griffith is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffith dropped from the side there to throw that pitch. Dustin Griffith this year, let's see, his last appearance was a Wednesday night against Modesto. 1-2. Here it comes. In the dirt, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 1 out. Griffith on the season 2-5, a 3.62 ERA. In 31 games, Griffith this year has pitched for 37 in the 3rd innings, 46 hits. Griffith pitched 2/3 of an inning on Wednesday night. Did not allow any runs or hits. Here's Morgan, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on, foul ball off to the right of us and down below. 0-1. One out, next pitch. Morgan bunts it back to Griffith on the mound. He comes down and from the grass in front of the mound now, fields and throws over to first, and Morgan is out number 2. 2 outs, Jared Ball coming up. This year, Griffith has allowed 46 hits and 37 in the 3rd inning pitch, 29 strikeouts, 12 walks. Opponents hitting .293 against him. Jared Ball's 1 for 3 tonight. Swings and foul pitch the first pitch at the plate. And the count is 0-1. 5 runs, 14 hits for the Quakes. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for the JetHawks. 0-1 the count. Griffith is set and he throws. The next pitch swinging a long fly ball. Right center field and deep. Chasing in his Willits and Weed. They both look it up and it's gone. Solo home run for Jared Ball, his 13th of the year. And the Quakes lead has been trimmed here to 5-2. So Ball connects for a home run. Here's Danny Richar. First pitch to Richar at the plate is taken for a strike, 0-1. 5-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Griffith throws the 0-1 on the way, swinging a high pop-up. Left side of the field, Aybar short, now back on the grass, trekking to his left, and he reaches out to make the catch. The inning is over. A run for the JetHawks on a solo shot by Jared Ball here in the 8th. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left on. We head to the 9th inning. Quakes in front, 5-2.
Hey, sports fans, is your house paint cracking more than the bats at the ballpark? Then it's time to call American Coatings. They've been painting America one home at a time. Besides complete interior and exterior painting, they feature drywall, texturing, acoustic removal, specialty coatings, flow painting, waterproofing, and more. For free same-day estimates, call 989-1219. American Coatings, proud members of the Better Business Bureau and Western Regional Master Builders Association.
This is the WB Presents Pepsi Smash. I'm your host, Nick Zano. After scoring a #1 hit with Last Train Home, here's Lost Profits live with their new single, Wake Up, Make a Move. With Wake Up, Make a Move live for Pepsi Smash. Catch all the hottest live performances every Thursday starting May 27th when the WB presents Pepsi Smash.
Limp Bizkit, Lenny Kravitz, Hula Stang, Aerosmith. Beginning Thursday, May 27th, the WB presents Pepsi Smash, bringing you the biggest acts every Thursday, 8/7 Central on the WB.
The JetHawks have gone to their bullpen once again. It'll be Greg Belson here in the ninth. Tonight, Chris McMankin pitched the first 4. Normally a reliever getting a spot start tonight. Pitched the first 4 for Lancaster. Olson then pitched the next 3 innings, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Wells and Watson pitched the 8th. And now the 5th pitcher of the night for the JetHawks is Belson, as Ryan Budde is the batter. First pitch runs inside to count 1-0. One ball, no strikes to count. Here's the windup and the 1-0 pitch. Budde swings and chops it to short. Richar fields. Long throw to first. In time to get Budde. 1 out. Greg Belson, a right-hander, 5'10", 170 pounds. Now coming up to the plate is Adam Pavkovich. Pavkovich was 1 for 4 tonight. Here's the pitch to Pavkovich. Up high, 1-0. So it was. It is 1 for 4. 3 flyouts since. He got his first hit in the second inning of the night. First and only hit. Next pitch in there for a strike. Count is even at 1-1. Von Sturzbach warming up in the Quakes bullpen down the line. 5-2 Quakes, top of the ninth. 1-1. And the pitch. Pavkovich with a big swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Curveball misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. After it swings, chops it, and in the left field, a base hit. Here, when it went over, it took a hard hop off of the dirt. Took a funny hop at the last moment. Pavkovich is on with a 1-out single. And DJ Reed is going to be the batter. Quakes baseball tonight on the radio, brought to you by Storage Max. New location in Rancho, Cucamonga, located on Foothill Boulevard. Thinking about moving or planning on moving? Give Storage Max a call. Here's DJ Reed at the plate. 1 out, first pitch to Reed is taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. T.J. Weed had an infield hit in the second inning. No balls, one strike. There goes Paskovich. Hit and run, comebacker, right to Belson, who throws that ball into center field. Getting up and stumbling off the bag at second was Paskovich. He does not move up. Weed is safe at first base. Paskovich goes to second. An error is charged to Belson. Jason Sugden coming up. One out. Away from second is Paskovich. Weed at first. The pitch, Sugden swings. Pfeiffer got one past the diving recall in the left field. The base hit. Everybody moves up 90 feet. The throw comes from Morgan back to the infield. Base is loaded now for the Quakes here in the top of the ninth.
First up, Erick Aybar.
Base is loaded for Erick Aybar. Tonight, the Quakes has a ball club 0 for 3 with the bases loaded. Infield brought in at the corners. Garabrandt at third and Willits at first. McStute is medium depth at second. Ricard short. Next pitch, come back through it, drawn in infield. Base hit, center field. 1 will score. That's going to be Paskovich. Around third and coming in to score is Weed. The throw goes down the third. Safe at third base is Sugden. And all the way down to second on the return throw is Aybar. A single and 2 runs batted in for the Quakes. And Erick Aybar extends the Quakes lead to 7-2.
Center fielder, Reggie Willits.
Here's Reggie Willits now, second and third. So the Quakes getting some insurance runs here in the top of the ninth inning. No longer a save situation, but Ron Sturzbach continuing to warm up in the bullpen. For Erick Aybar, that's a 4-hit night. He is 4 for 6. Here's Willits. The pitch. Hit foul off to the left and out of play, 0-1. Infield was brought in at the corners and about medium depth somewhat up the middle. With 1 out, trying to choke off that extra run coming up. And Aybar's chopper hit up the middle, went on through into center field. Reggie Willits tonight, he's 2 for 5. In his last 2 at-bats, he's had RBI hits. The pitch, swung on and missed in the dirt. The count is 0-1. 7-2, Quakes, here in the top of the ninth. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Johnson from the stretch. Now he goes to the glove. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Willits swings and lifts a fly ball down the left field line and out of play. The count is 0-2. For Aybar, he has one other 4-hit night this season, so that's his second one tonight. No balls, 2 strikes to Willits. He throws, and the pitch from Belson is a little bit high. 1-2. In the bottom of the ninth inning for Lancaster, it'll be Zarang, Willits, and Tosca. 1-2 to count. A look over at third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Willits swings and lifts a fly ball left field. Morgan's there. He makes the catch. Tagging at third is Sugden. Here comes the throw. It's going to be overthrown to the catcher. It's backed up by Belson, and Sugden will score standing up on a sacrifice fly by Reggie Willits to left field. The Quakes lead it 8-2.
Third baseman, Michael Napoli.
To third base, on the sacrifice fly goes Aybar. Here's Michael Napoli. 1 for 5 tonight. He had a home run back in the first. 2 outs, a look over at third. Delson throws. Napoli takes a strike at the knees. The count is 0-1. The look over at third. Aybar leads away again. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Delson from the stretch. Now he goes to the glove. He kicks. The 0-2 on the way. Low and away. It's blocked by Tosca. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to count. 2 men out. Here it comes. Fastball runs inside. Count is even. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Down low and away. It's blocked by Tosca. Full count now. Von Sturzbach has sat down in the Quakes bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. A look over at third base. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Low and away, ball 4, and Napoli walks. Here comes Rancho Melgarejo. Melgarejo stayed into the ballgame for Bruzo at first base in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball misses down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Away from third base is Aybar. At first is Napoli. Next pitch. And Melgarejo swings and misses. And the ball and the bat comes out of Melgarejo's hand on his backswing from the right side of the plate and lands right even with the back line of the catcher's box, where you can still kind of see some of the chalk. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. One and 2. Here it comes. Down low. 2-2. Snap go down to first. And Napoli's back safe with a head-first slide. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Delson throws. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Melgarejo is out. That ends the 9th. The Quakes pick up 3 runs here on 3 hits, 1 error, and a man left on base, or 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The Quakes now leading 8-2.
From Pomona to Palm Desert and beyond, William Scotsman's Riverside office serves the Inland Empire's mobile office needs with quality products, responsive service, and one of the largest inventories in the industry. William Scotsman provides such temporary and relocatable space as in-plant offices, field offices, storage containers, field labs, and classrooms. They'll even custom design to match your specification. Just call the Riverside office at 1-800-782-1500. William Scotsman, your mobile office specialist in Riverside.
It's the whole new ballgame. Play baseball. The family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. We
Reserve a pregame ticket at the Epicenter for a unique group experience. After the ticket, your group of 25 or more will move to your seats to watch the game. All options include all you can eat and drink, plus your game ticket. Choose from 3 great menu options. Prices start at just $15 per person.
It's a whole ball game. Play baseball. Family fun and so much more. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's a whole.
Bottom of the ninth, Vaughn Sturtzbach now in the pitch. John Zerang, Sean Lowitz, and Dan Tosca here in the bottom of the ninth inning with the Quakes up 8-2. They led 5-2 after 8 innings, and they added 3 more on the board here in the top half of the ninth. Zerang tonight is 0 for 3, and Vaughn Sturtzbach coming into the ballgame for the first time since Wednesday. He pitched a scoreless inning on Wednesday night in the top half of the ninth inning of that contest. Now up to the plate is Zerang. Here's the first pitch, and it's taken down low. The count is 1-0. Vaughn Sturtzbach this year has closed out 15 ball games for the Quakes. This is not a saved situation here. Next pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Sturtzbach rocks and throws. The 2-0 on the way. Swung on a little tapper foul wide of third base and up the line and foul. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 the count now to Zerang. Sturtzbach is ready. He winds and throws. The 2-1 on the way. Taken for a strike. 2-2. Sturtzbach 1 win, 1 loss, a 2.25 ERA in 30 games. 32 innings pitched, 9 walks, 39 strikeouts. Next pitch swung on, lifted to left field. Jason Sugden under it and waiting. He makes the catch. 1 out.
Let's see how loud
here's Sean Lowitz.
for your Dr. Kirkman of number 40. Here he comes, Sean Lowitz.
One man out. Here's the pitch to Lowitz. Breaking ball, 4 strikes from Sturtzbach, 0-1. Quakes trying to close the gap here and pulled within a game of Lancaster. Next pitch, down low. Ball looks like it may have clipped Budde. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lowitz with a home run to right center field in the second inning. It was 2-1 for a while before the Quakes added 2 on the board in the top of the 6th. Stephen Shell tonight was outstanding over 7 innings. And Shell struck out 11 men tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the line by Sturtzbach. The pitch to the plate, swinging a foul. Right back off to the left. That one hit off the glass of the home radio booth. Dan Hubbard over there calling the game on the JetHawks side. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 1-2 the count. Sturtzbach throws, the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. And Lowitz is out number 2. Dustin Griffith pitched the 8th tonight for the Quakes. He allowed 1 run. Those are the runs tonight for the JetHawks, home on solo home runs. And the JetHawks, the only time they put together really any sort of a threat was in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Quakes up 4-1. And the first 2 men reached base, but Shell got Richar to hit into a double play. First pitch now to Tosca is taken for a strike, 0-1. He got Richar to hit into a double play. That put 2 outs and a runner at third. Next pitch, swung on and missed, 0-2. Then Zarang followed up with a ground ball out, ending the inning. And there were really no more scoring threats tonight. In fact, the JetHawks tonight only had 2 runners on base once, and that was it in the 6th. The 0-2 pitch, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shell pitched through the 7th, Griffith the 8th, and now Sturzbach in the 9th, and he's 1 strike away from closing it down. The 1-2 on the way, swinging a ground ball to first and foul. It's fielded by Napoli. And he'll flip it over into the stands to a youngster. 1-2 to count to Tosca, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He flied to center in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th, and struck out swinging again in the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Sturzbach, up and away. In fact, every hitter tonight, except for Matt Morgan, has struck out for the JetHawks, including Doc Brooks, who struck out swinging in the 2nd and then was thrown out of the game afterwards, arguing a check swing call. 2-2 pitch. Tosca swings, skies at the center field. Willits over in the gap to left center. He's under it. He makes the catch. The ball game is over, and the Quakes even up this series at a game apiece, winning it over the Lancaster JetHawks tonight, 8-2. So the Quakes come into Lancaster to even up this series after dropping last night's ball game. And they never trailed in this game, and it was strong pitching setting the tone for tonight's contest, where the Quakes win it 8-2. Lancaster, as mentioned, only had 2 runners on base 1 time tonight. So a good solid pitching performance led by Stephen Shell. Griffith the 8th and Sturzbach here in the 9th closes it down. The Quakes scattering 17 hits again throughout their lineup, so they picked up their hitting waves here at the hangar that they so enjoyed over the last 3-game series a week ago here, and they win it tonight 8-2. We'll take a break and come back and give you the totals right after this.
For those tuning in for the Voice of Victory, stay tuned. It'll be following tonight's post-game show in approximately 5 to 10 minutes.
Time for a quick quiz. What do you get when you multiply your salary by 7? Give up? That's the amount of life insurance you may need. Do you have the right amount of life insurance to protect your family's future? Allstate agent Daryl Keepers and Todd Hagee can make sure you do. They will even provide you with free life insurance analysis. Call Allstate agent Daryl Keepers at Rancho, Cucamonga at 987-6403 or Tad Hagee in Rialto at 820-7373. Because when it comes to your life insurance, the right hands make all the difference. Allstate Life Insurance Company, home office, Northbrook, Illinois.
And family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card Preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
Well, here are the totals in tonight's ball game. For the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, 8 runs, 17 hits, no errors, 12 men left on base. For the Lancaster JetHawks, 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 3 men left on base. The winning pitcher tonight is Stephen Shell. He's now 8-4 on the year, and Cliff McMakin takes the loss, dropping his record to 1-1. Time of the ball game tonight here at the hangar was a total of 2 hours and 51 minutes. actually 2 hours and 49 minutes here tonight at the hangar in front of a crowd of 2,263. Now, the attendance for tonight's ballgame, 2,263 home runs in tonight's ballgame. Willits hit one out for the Lancaster JetHawks, his 7th of the year, and Jared Ball hit his 13th. Michael Napoli connected for his 22nd for the Quakes tonight as well in the 8-2 victory. Now for my studio coordinator, John Sauter, back in the Corona Studios. This is Jason Anapoyan inviting you to stay tuned next for the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Again, the final score, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 8, the Lancaster JetHawks 2. The postgame show is next.
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball has been brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Pepsi, Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, McDonald's, Galliano Winery, California Department of Conservation, Red Roof Inn, Fast Brain, Southern California Housing, and by Yellow Book USA. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball. The Yellow Book USA postgame show is next. You know the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know how Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way they get home as quickly as possible, and it's just a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home, not home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John. Welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. This is Quakes baseball.
Well, here tonight in the Lancaster, the Quakes coming out with a victory to even up the series at a game apiece. Tonight, Stephen Shell went to the mound for the Quakes one night after the Quakes got a good solid spot start of 4 innings from Rich Thompson, and the Quakes needed, after using up a little bit of the bullpen last night with the start by Thompson, for Shell to go out and deliver a strong outing. And when you have a guy like Shell coming up in your rotation, and you can kind of count on not only a lot of innings, but a good solid performance, and you know what you're going to get with Stephen Shell. And the Quakes were hoping for a good one from Shell tonight to bounce back after a 3-inning performance here in Lancaster a little over a week ago, and that's exactly what they got. Stephen Shell tonight in 7 innings pitched just a terrific ball game for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. He struck out 11 hitters, and Shell just did a great job tonight. 7 innings, and he struck out 11, and he was in top form. He walked just 1 in the Quakes' victory tonight. Shell was the winning pitcher in the contest. He gave up just 1 run on 4 hits in those 7 innings, and that was a home run in the 2nd inning. But the Quakes got Shell the lead that he did not surrender in the 1st inning, and that was by way of a Michael Napoli home run to center field for Napoli, his 22nd home run of the year. And then it was followed up by an Abruzzo double and then a David Gates single. Gates on the night was 3 for 5. He had a single to right field, knocking in Abruzzo from second. The Quakes were out to a 2-0 lead. With the ball game cut to 2-1, it stayed that way all the way until the top of the 6th inning. Stephen Shell struck out 8 in a row at one point. The California League record was 10. He struck out 11 on the night. He was cruising along. And in the top of the 6th inning, the Quakes got him some more run support. With 1 out, drawing a walk was Jason Sugden. Erick Aybar singled to center field. That moved Sugden over to third. And then Reggie Willits singled home as Aybar would Aybar stole second base. The throw went into center field, so getting up from third base was Sugden. Aybar moved over to third. The Quakes led 3-1, and then Willits singled home Aybar from third to make it a 4-1 lead. The Quakes added a run in the 8th inning, making it a 5-1 ball game on an RBI hit by Reggie Willits. Reggie Willits then would pick up another RBI in the 9th. The JetHawks got a run off of Dustin Griffith, a 2-out solo home run by Jared Ball to right center in the 8th inning, making it 5-2. But the Quakes added 3 more runs in the 9th inning, a 2-run single by Erick Aybar and a sacrifice fly by Reggie Willits. Reggie Willits had 3 RBIs on the night. The Quakes led 8-2, and in the 9th, Von Sturzbach closed down the ball game, retiring the side in order as he got John Zering to fly out to right field, Sean Lewowitz striking out looking, and Daniel Tosca hit a fly ball to center field to Willits. That ended the ball game. So the Quakes win this one. They're now a game back of the Lancaster JetHawks in the California League Southern Division second half standings. The Quakes winning this one tonight, and that brings their overall record back to the 500 mark at 49-49. They are 16-12 in the second half. We'll take a final break and come back with one final wrap-up for you on the postgame show right after this.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt & Gurley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Weimanite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
We at KWRM 1370 know that you have a choice when it comes to sports radio, and we also know that you're in the right place. By airing the local games that matter most to you, KWRM is your Orange County and Inland Empire sports leader. Whether it's professional baseball, college basketball, or high school football, no one delivers the best and exciting local play-by-play like KWRM. Check out our new website at KWRM1370am.com. That's KWRM1370am.com, and thanks for being a part of our all-star lineup.
Well, the Quakes win this one by the score tonight of 8-2. Our next broadcast comes your way tomorrow night. We'll be on the air live at 5 o'clock. First pitch at 5:15. On the mound will be the new pitcher, left-hander Justin Dowdy, called up from Cedar Rapids earlier this week in place of Joe Saunders, who is now at the AA Arkansas. Justin Dowdy, 0-1 at Cedar Rapids, a 4.76 ERA. That's just in one start. Mind you, he pitched an independent ball last year and this year, and he was signed in the middle of this month by the Angels. And Dowdy will start tomorrow against left-hander Pete Zumura. First pitch at 5:15. We'll have the pregame show for you at 5 o'clock. Now for my studio coordinator, John Satter, this is Jason Anafoyan, inviting you back tomorrow night for Quakes baseball. Stay tuned next for Sound of Victory coming up here right on KWRM 1370. Again, for John Satter, Jason Anafoyan, wishing you a good night from the hangar in Lancaster, where the Quakes tonight even up the series at a game apiece. They win it 8-2. We'll talk with you tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This has been Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball.